right, Nico VTR, right behind that person crossing a double yellow. Well, they're crossing a double yellow. Good job with the braking, but we put ourselves in that situation. We're accelerating super fast. Pilot Rider going through here, going pretty fast, going 165 something. More than likely way above the speed limit. And now we crashed. Got some speed wobbles, hit maybe some debris. Suspension is no buenos. We got to get ourselves out of the situation. Swerve to the left. Look how far that bike slid. Look how far that bike slid.
Guidonage, problem de guidonage.
All right, this is the moment we need to rescue somebody. Look how far he has to run. Look how far he has to run. Thankfully, this guy has some gear. The impact is the impact, but he's got abrasion resistance. He's limping. He can't really move. He's talking, though. That's a good sign. So the limping part is going to be the musculoskeletal issues, but if he's like disorganized and just disoriented, and he's just like, if he's doing that, more than likely it's a brain issue. And that's what we talk about with the head injury symptoms, spinal cord, and possibly shock symptoms. But this is probably going to be just a musculoskeletal. You can still have a really bad headache. Oops, let's go ahead and bring that up there. And that's going to be a traumatic brain injury. You can have a concussion and still function. It's just that it's not going to be good. So I don't know where this place is at, but in the United States, from what I understand, please correct me if I'm wrong. These lines right here are about 20 feet long, and I believe the lines the space in between is about 30 feet long, and then that's basically it. So 50 feet of a line space, 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet. Please tell me if I'm wrong. It's probably further than that. Just watch how far he slid the moment he hit, just from what we can see. So there's the impact. So that's the moment he starts sliding. So here's a line, and let's just say he starts on that line. So he's starting in the middle of that gap. So he's going to start with the 30 feet. So 30 feet, 40 feet. Oh, I can't even count it that quickly. Can't even count it that quickly. They look tiny. It looks tiny. These little lines look tiny when you're going fast. But look how far he's sliding on his back, his shoulder, his hips, his buttocks, his face. But now when we get off the bike on an interstate, take a look how long these lines are. So he's going to have to jog now. Look at the line. Look how long that is. Look at the gap in between. He's jogging 3 meters or 9 meters. Okay. See, I could be wrong. He slid hundreds of feet. He slid hundreds of feet. Hopefully your gear is going to be good. If you're just wearing a t-shirt, regular jeans, maybe some chinos and some sandals, that stuff is gone after the first 50 feet, and you still got, what, 200, 300, 400 feet to go? What do you think your skin's going to do? This is where we start having issues, everybody. Wear your full gear. Don't be speeding like crazy. His gear right here saved his life, or at least saved him from having life-altering injuries. So when we get up to here, we see our buddies crash. What we need to do is remain calm. Okay, we have to get ready to call 911 and tell someone to call 911. So the RESQ is the goal. Okay, the goal is to remain calm. The goal is to ensure your own safety. The goal is to stop major bleeds. The goal is to quickly assess the severity. How do you remain calm? A good thing to do is call 911 or tell someone to call 911. That gives you something to do. It makes you think. It makes you slow your breathing down. It makes your heart rate go down a little bit. Ensuring your own safety. Thinking about ensuring your own safety. We haven't even done anything yet to the person. Now let's think about ourselves, okay? Let's calm ourselves. Let's look for hazards. We're in the middle of an interstate. We don't want to get hit ourselves. And make sure we wear personal protective equipment like those blue nitrile gloves so that we don't get any bloodborne pathogens. So we're still trying to remain calm. Still trying to remain calm. Okay, so 10 feet and 30 feet. I was close. Still quite far, right? Thank you, Dirkley. And now we're going to get into stop major bleeds. Whenever you get yourselves a rescue pack or anything like that from the store, you actually get yourself this rescue booklet. Now, this card right here, you also get the card, which I actually keep in my wallet. It's the size of a card. But you get this, so you can study this. You can even take this with you, put it in your jacket in that Neapolitan, thinking of ice cream, Napoleon pocket. And what you're going to get inside each one of these is the full-on description. There's only so much you can put on a card. but we're going to talk about how to talk to dispatch. We're going to talk about going 100 feet either way to slow down traffic or stop traffic, what kind of gear to have. You can have goggles or just use your face shield. Don't become a victim yourself. So if somebody crashed off the side of a mountain, don't become a victim down there. How to stop major bleeds, how to apply pressure, how to pack the wound, how to apply a tourniquet. All in here. So right here, how to apply a tourniquet. You want to cinch it down. It's all explained in here. How to pack the wound. And then you have all the issues with head injury symptoms, spinal cord injuries, and shock symptoms. Okay? Everything here. Check it out. It's a fun little comic book, and you get that for free when you get yourself the rescue pack. So here, though, let's get ready to stop major bleeds. Let's calm down ourselves. Let's take a quick look at what's going on. Okay, so with this kind of mechanism of injury, I'm assuming a lot of thermal transfer, so a lot of friction on the ground, creating heat, causing burns. Now, if his gear gets ripped off, now we have abrasions, so we can have road rash. So I'm thinking of a lot of blood. But now, here's what I see. I see him standing up. I see him putting weight on both legs. He's standing up, means he's got blood pressure. Means his brain is working, means his heart is working. He's not choking to death right now, so his lungs are working, his airway's working, and all these things are working right now. But he can still have a head injury, a spinal cord injury, and then that's going to either cause him to go into neurogenic shock or hypovolemic shock. Neurogenic shock is going to be anything that's going to affect the nervous system and put you into a shocky state, which is hypoperfusion and hypovolemic shock. So hypovolemic shock is when you lose blood. The blood is supposed to stay within the blood vessels, but if it bleeds out inside, you have internal bleeding. It's not getting where it needs to go. It's staying in your gut. If it's shooting out of your body, it's not getting where it needs to go. It's outside in the world. You need to oxygenate your brain. You need to oxygenate your tissues. You need to deliver glucose to your brain and nutrition to your tissues. It's not going to work if you're bleeding out, and that's what shock symptoms are. But this is a good sign that he's walking.
Ça va bien.
Let's get him off the road because we have to ensure his own safety. Because imagine getting hit by another vehicle now because we're still on the road. So my next goal, hopefully we can see it. My next goal is to get him in front of this front of the truck, but more towards the guardrail. Sit him down because he could drop blood pressure right now, fall face first, and now have even more of an injury. So get him where he needs to go. Get him out of the road. If he can walk, great. But sit him down. Wait for emergency services to check him out.
Tu veux l'ambulance?
See how that? Look at that car. Imagine if that car was in our lane and wasn't paying attention.
Tu veux l'ambulance?